Bitch, I fuck guess who, bitch?
What's up, my guys? We back with another freaking video. So today, I'm gonna look up. We're doing a reaction video. No, a review slash my thoughts. So we're doing Basketball Wives. Like this episode that just came on. So it started off when everybody was in the kitchen and for breakfast. Shawnee was talking about who going to dinner, Malaysia, and Evelyn said they wasn't doing dinner because they couldn't be around Jennifer. Malaysia couldn't be around OG. So yeah. So the three girls, Jennifer, her friend Dominique, and OG all went outside and they went to find their room. Jackie actually took Kristen and her friend room, and so Kristen let her have it and said she'll be pulling pranks on her for the next 2 days. So they were literally arguing and fighting over the room, but Jackie got the room though. So yeah, Evan, and then they went outside to the pool, and then Jennifer said, "Oh, let's go over there and make peace, and let's just say hi and start conversation." And then Evan and Jennifer got into it over something. They started yelling, arguing. Jennifer, Evelyn got up, threw her drink on Jennifer. Evelyn was ready to fight, you know, but Jennifer wasn't. So they were backing Evelyn up. So yeah, Evelyn. So they were backing Evelyn up, holding Evelyn back, and then eventually her, Jennifer, Evelyn, and Dominique got into it because of what Jennifer said about her daughter, and Dominique said it wasn't true. She didn't talk about her kid, but yeah, they got into it. They were holding each other. One person was holding Evelyn. A couple of people were holding Evelyn back. Jennifer was holding Dominique back. But yeah, so yeah, then Shawnee and Jackie went to talk to Jennifer and Dominique. Jennifer, basically Jackie and Shawnee went to talk to Jennifer and her friend Dominique, and Jennifer literally broke down because how she lost her mother, and she didn't know her mother was dying, so she lost her mother, and yeah, that was sad to watch. But she broke down, so she said she'll apologize. So So then Malaysia and Kristen had a conversation, and Malaysia told Kristen how Byron really felt about her. Kristen saying that he don't see his grandkid, and he was hurt about it, and she said she just was going to apologize. She had tears in her eyes. So and then Jackie and Shawnee have a talk with Evelyn about how Jennifer failed, and then Evelyn broke down about because it was her daughter was involved. So everybody planned on going to dinner, and they played games, and basically they didn't. Jennifer didn't own up to her responsibility. Then Evelyn was pissed, and then breakfast came. Evelyn and Jennifer had that conversation. Evelyn cried, and Jennifer apologized, and then she sent her a message and wanted to apologize to her about it. And they hugged it out. Jennifer wasn't owning up to it there well in front of a bunch of group, but I missed the part that Kristen put a roach on the. They were all sitting out by the pool in the chair, and Kristen put a roach on the chair Jackie was about to sit in, and she said, "Oh, so she was like, who did this? I don't do bugs." And then she said, "Oh, it was you." So she said, "Okay, it's just a prank. I got you." And that's about it. Like, yeah, that's about it. It was kind of short, but basically it was only a couple of dramas about it. Was one with Evelyn and Jennifer, of course. Evelyn and Jennifer friend. It was a lot of crying involved. Like it was a lot of crying. It was a lot of emotional. It was a lot of people crying, emotional, because what they did and what they've been going through, and so but the whole thing was when Jennifer and Evelyn got into it. Evelyn climbed on top of a chair, a whole table, climbed on top of the table to try to get to Jennifer. And that was the old Evelyn. She did that back in 2012, she said. So that was the old Evelyn. She said she don't know what that came from. She says that probably was when she wasn't talking about her daughter, and the anger got to her. So yeah, that's about it, my um I'm like really sorry that it's really short, but yeah. But the whole thing, my opinion of it is one, they should not really get into it, and two, Jennifer should have been on her responsibilities before it got to that point, like, period. Two, Jackie should have gave her Kristen that room. It was a big room for two people to share, but you have it all to yourself. Nah. Shaggy gave up that room. Three, three, I've, Evelyn, if I was in Evelyn's shoes, I would be mad too, because that a whole kid that was involved. A whole kid that was involved. So I would have been mad too. I would have been kirked out too. And some, because yeah, I understand where Evelyn comes from. Because she hurts. Because that they were supposed to know each other for over, like, been friends for over 20 years or so, something like that. For years they should have been friends, but she never brought it up until she never brought it up. So I understand why she is mad. But and then Jennifer, she said she did a lot of stuff because what she been going through with her losing her mother. So she like to hurt people because she hurt me too. Like I I kind of see where she coming from because she in pain and nobody don't and she don't and Jennifer don't have nobody like nobody wasn't there for her. Like her sister had her husband and she had no one. Like her sister husband was comforting her sister and she had no one. So I understand where she coming from, kinda. But other than that, you should know. One, you should one y'all should have talked about it before anything. Yeah, but I do like Shawnee and Jackie. This is why I like them. This is why I like them. They were like the peacemaker in this situation. So when Evelyn and Jennifer got into it, and Dominique and Evelyn got into it, they went to Evelyn and Dominique and Jennifer to talk to them about the situation, like about what happened, and then and about what's going on, and then they talked to Evelyn, so they hear both sides of the story. Period. But yeah, wow, that was it was like crazy, it was like crazy. It was like a couple of drama, like and this is what I have to say. I'm happy Cece didn't come because one, they really got to talk. Kristen and Milady really got to talk one on one about Cece there, and Cece and Kristen really got to hear Malaysia out about like what happened, like how Byron was really hurt about the kid, her saying that he don't see his granddaughter, um Kenzie, but and also too, it's it goes both ways too. You can reach out and he will reach out. Both of y'all reach out and both of y'all try let him see his granddaughter. Period. Like both just have a mutual ground and have like one if he want to see him, one, make an effort to go. Two, she needs her and Tommy needs to have like let him go see her even. Like if he making an effort, effort to go to see his granddaughter, let him go. Let him see her. Let him see her. Period. And also, Kristen and Thomas, y'all, it works both ways. You make an effort too. If he don't make an effort, you make an effort to go see her. Just let your daughter see her grandfather. Period. I know. So yeah, but then they start playing games and then they asked did Jennifer really talked about Shawnee's Evelyn's daughter, and she said no, but really she did. She just didn't want to bring up in the group of people that were even there. She just wanted to have a private one-on-one conversation. The whole show was crazy. I was really in tears seeing what Jennifer went through with her mother. She didn't even know her mother was dying. They even know her mother was dying, and then she said she was there by herself. She said she didn't have no one. Her sister had her husband, but she didn't have no one. Her sister and husband was there comforting her sister, but she didn't have no one there to comfort her. So that was really sad. It was really sad. But so I'm my heart break for Jennifer because of what she went through. Because that was her best friend. Her mother was her best friend. So yeah, it's my heart breaks for her because I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine. So yeah. So yeah. Then Evelyn, they literally hugged it out, but yeah, they hugged it out. Evelyn said she's not gonna forgive her that easy. They can't be friends that easy, but they work on it. All right, my gang. That about it for this review, and my thoughts about it. But yeah, my thoughts about it. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, comment TEAMMAYAGANG, find out where my real subscribers are. Period. And make sure y'all follow me on two of my social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube. And comment y'all favorite show to watch. And comment some good shows for y'all to watch. And how to do some reactions or reviews on it. Period. Oh, I forgot. This is number three in 2 days. 3 videos in 2 days. And one day, period. 3 videos in 1 day. So yeah, and Orange and Black coming on. So I have to go watch that before I have to do my reviews on it. Alright, my gang. Peace. Almost at 75 videos. Peace. Bye.
Look, this sound like Cardi to the stage. This sound like Cardi with the break.